Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, it's a very special time here on our program. I would like to invite on stage Nzinga McCarthy, who is our upcoming president as of December, our vice president of content, John Mark Prince, Miss Candalee Crooksmith, LASCA Principal of the Year, Principal of Almond Town Primary, and the Jamaican Ambassador for Miss Candalee Crooksmith, Mr. Orlando Dillon, not your Uncle Jerry, could you join us on stage? Auntie Stacy.
Okay, guys, I think this moment really, first of all, I'd like to say if you can give it up for Jadan Johnson again, because one of the things that he did in his presidency is that he wanted this moment, but he never had it done within his presidency, but it happened last summer, was when we put this all together, right? And we're doing it this year. So this is actually one of his legacies, so we want to make sure there are a number of people here in the room that makes this possible. So I'm going to ask you to join me up on stage. So from Team Jamaica, Bickle, Andrea Daley, could you join us up here? Margaret Barnett, from Portmore Missionary Prep, she was here with us when we started. If you join us up here. Donna Oliver. Audie Peart, can you join us up here? She is one of our staff coordinators, and she drove for us this pen release. Give her a hand. There, she's at the back right there. Ms. Audie Peart, can you just join us up here real quick? And Mr. Maslin and Mr. McLean, Mr. Maslin and Mr. McLean, could you please join us up here? These are some of the people who made this possible. Two students from Caramac, compliments of Uncle Jerry, Sashana Sanderson, she's doing social media with us this evening, and also Shanae Bennett. They were sent to us from Caramac. They need to be part of this ribbon cutting. So could you just join us up here real quick? We'll recognize Mr. Smith, but I know he can't come because he's broadcasting right now, but you can give it up for Mr. Smith right here. Just wave. All right, he's our technical director in Jamaica. Back to you.
All right, yeah, and Uncle Mark, who's right here on camera. All right, so at this very special time, dearly beloved, we're gathered here to... I'm kidding. Yes. Yes, so this is... All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're part of a very special time in history. At this very moment, we will officially launch the KiDz HuB Media Network in Jamaica. All right, so at this time, Nzinga McCarthy will cut the ribbon, Woo! No, man. Yeah. All right, so KiDz HuB Jamaica wouldn't have been possible without the support of our sponsors. At this time, I'd like if a representative or the representatives from the following organizations could just join me on stage as we officially pin them and present the baskets. Being pinned as a KiDz HuB mentor or a KiDz HuB is a very special occasion. We have a rule in our organization that you can only be pinned by a KiDz HuB. So Uncle Lance can pin you, Mrs. Crooksmith can pin you. Anybody else pinning that is not a KiDz HuB, it doesn't count. You're not one of us if you don't get pinned by a KiDz HuB. So you might have a button, but then you'll just be a knockoff. So at this time, seeing we have our full entourage of KiDz HuBers, we'll just ask if they could just, the following sponsor reps could just join us on stage and we do the pinning. So could a representative from Exclusive Media Group Limited join me on stage? Oh. After Exclusive Media Group, the Jamaica Information Service, who has provided countless opportunities for junior broadcasters to get on air. And after JIS, we'll have the Jamaica National Foundation, then Caramac, who is also a partner of the KiDz HuB Media Network. Okay, so could a representative from Sportsmax please join us on stage? And Sportsmax has helped us a lot. They have provided some really great opportunities for us, from Shaggy and Friends to different sporting events. They've been wonderful partners. Also, the Howard Campbell and Associates, the Office of the Children's Registry, Television Jamaica, Fly Jamaica, Team Jamaica Bickle, Roots FM, Scotiabank Foundation, and Scotiabank Foundation has expressed interest in helping to cover the fees of launching a full KiDz HuB Media Club at the St. Michael's Primary School. Could we give them a round of applause, please? I'd like to make special mention also to Mr. Robert Smith, the principal of Chetola Park Primary, Rayon Simpson, Belmont Academy principal, Miss Latoya Nesbitt, acting vice principal. And we'd also like to say thank you so much to Reverend Ronald Thwaites, the opposition minister of education. He's not with us at this moment, but he has also been very supportive of the KiDz HuB Media Network and especially of Almontown Primary, and has helped with opening opportunities to our students. Could we give Minister Thwaites a round of applause, please?
Here at the Penn in the United. Nothing much. Just
Could we also invite all our media mentors to just join us on stage so we can pin you? So, including Shanae from Carrimac and Sasha. I know Sashana is behind her phone somewhere, but we'd really love. Yes, could you join us on stage, please? And Mr. Donald Oliver, could you also join us on stage, please? Media mentors, come on, you know yourself. You are very integral in the operation of KiDz HuB, and at this time they'll be officially pinned by. Yes, I see it. All right, so also we'd like to say a very special thank you to Detective Sergeant Avalindo from the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and also the Alaska Police of the Year 2015-2016. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, please. And to the RGR Communications Group, they own RGR 94 FM, which is the station Uncle Jerry works on, and Television Jamaica, and has helped to provide countless opportunities for junior broadcasters to get exposure on local media. Auntie Stacy Delevante, the producer of Uncle Jerry Show, and a very dedicated and passionate media mentor. Alright, so while they get pinned, I'd also like to invite the following junior broadcasters to just join me on the left side of the stage to also receive their content awards. So Ishmael Grant, she produces the show Lascareeb in the year 2015, Regina Henry, the JIS Youth Roundtable Talk, Toriano Reed, sportscaster, Cheyenne Hall, the Lascareeb Competition, Women's Empowerment Conference, and Waterhouse. So these people are producing content for the KiDz HuB Media Network. So could you just join me on the left side of the stage to receive your content awards? Desiree Stout. Also realize that Auntie Janelle is in the building. Auntie Janelle is in Zinga's mom. Hi, Auntie.